living the buzzcut hair lifestyle. So, wait for this car to pass. There we go. So, approximately 16 months ago, I got my first buzz cut. It was a hairstyle. So why did I get it? It was always a childhood dream of mine to rock a buzz cut. And not rock it, but just have a buzz cut. And to me, if I have it, I'm rocking it kind of thing, because it's a hairstyle I wanted. And so a lot of my dreams weren't coming true, so I was like, that's one thing I can do to make my dreams come true, is get my dream hairstyle. And so now, 16 months later, I love it so much, I maintain it. And so for me, that means I cut my own hair. So I have a razor and I shave my head 5mm guard. I'm competing with the birds. That is a hummingbird, if you're interested. And so, and the other one is a crow, or crows. And so I love it, though there have been some interesting changes. I just got it because I was like, I want that haircut. I hadn't necessarily not thought all the way through, but I had thought it through. I just didn't realize some of the things that would change. So like saving money and consuming less natural resources. So it's actually, and it makes, like, when I stop to think about it, it makes a lot of sense that having this long of hair, 5mm long hair, is more environmentally friendly than having 18-inch hair. So I used to have long hair and it was past my shoulders, and so my showers before buzz cut hair, so this is one of my lifestyle changes, is just showers. My long showers would be like 10 or 12 minutes, and I would go for like 5 to 9, so say like 7 minutes was maybe an average shower length with long hair. And these days my average shower lengths are like 2 to 4 minutes, and a long shower standing in there is just like and just taking in the heat is 7 minutes. That's a long shower these days. It's 7 minutes. Like, I'm just like, what? I can't, like, and that's me pushing myself to take a long shower. So it's just an interesting observation. I'm like, that's a whole lot less water used. And so 2 to 4 minutes is an average shower duration for me with this long of hair. Showers are also more enjoyable because and it sounds so weird, but with long hair, the hair lies down and the water pelts the hair. With this short of hair, the water actually, I can feel it directly on my scalp. So it's like a waterfall on my scalp with no hair in between the water and my scalp. And it feels amazing. So I cut my hair 2 days ago now, and 1 or 2 days ago now. And it's, I think it was 2. Anyway, it's so much fun having it this length because it's just, it feels amazing, and it's really fun to touch too. It feels really cool at this length. So showers are more enjoyable. Showers are shorter. I'm conserving water, less water usage. It's very easy to, if I need to, I don't have access to a bunch of water, I can very, very easily wash my head in a sink and not make a mess. And so that's another perk. And then the other one, hair product. I went through about a bottle of shampoo in the entire year, maybe 2. So my consumption is way down on hair products, like night and day difference. And that leads not only, so that's good for the environment because I'm consuming less natural resources. Even if it's environmentally friendly hair products, it's consumption to treat one's hair is still consumption. And so I've managed to cut that way down because I don't need very much. So that's kind of fun. And that also has financial repercussions where I don't have to spend money on that. And so that's pretty cool. And then because I'm cutting it myself, when I had long hair, I would just put it in a ponytail, so I didn't actually go to a salon either. I would cut my own hair when it was long. And so unless I wanted, every like couple of years for a while there, I would go and get a haircut kind of thing. It was not very often, and so I'd cut it. If it got too long, I'd just like cut the ponytail off. And so that, yeah, so the actual salon costs are not like, I do it myself, but I also didn't go to a salon before. I don't color treat my hair. I used to dye it red for a while there, and so I don't color treat it or anything like that. So yeah, and then how has it changed my lifestyle? Well, I have more time free in my day. Now, a typical day for me now to take a shower and get dressed, like ready to go, is 10 minutes. And I have more time in my day. And so I have more time to adventure and things like that, and just little things. And there's not the, oh, do I look good enough to go out? And like, even if my hair is greasy and I haven't showered in a day or two, can't tell. Like, so I'm in that sense maybe more fearless than I was with no hair, not no hair, long hair, sorry. And so that's changed kind of my attitude on going out and going for adventures and stuff like that. It has also affected my adventuring lifestyle, because I need to, when hair is this short, your scalp can burn really easily in the sun. So I either have to wear a hood, so that's why I used to wear hoodies to keep my head warm now, or my hair dry, and now it's to keep my scalp warm as well, or dry, or protected from sun. And so hoods, hats, scarves, or when your hair is this short, you can actually apply sunscreen. So I'll lather my hands and put it in the hair, and then I have to obviously wash, and I'm not putting it in the hair so much as rubbing the scalp, but then my hair is so short that it's going to coat the hair anyway, and so I have to do that to protect my scalp from getting burned. I wear more hats than I used to because my head gets cold. And so if you see me like randomly when I'm filming, and especially if I'm outdoors and I'm like randomly just going like this or something like that, I can feel the wind on my scalp. It's not wind in my hair, it's wind on the top of, like, the skin on the top of my head. And sometimes it's just like, dang. So far more in tune with the natural elements just by having not nothing, but very little there. And then it's really interesting, I can feel, so when it's 5 millimeters, I can feel it grow longer. And as it grows longer, the wind resistance, because the hair doesn't lie down when it's super short, it sticks straight up. So I can actually feel the wind going through my hair. And sometimes if it's like, it's the half-inch to inch long hair, it'll actually be painful, because all of the wind will just be blowing into my hair, and the hair will be like pulling on my scalp as it's responding to the wind. So it can actually be painful. So I will actually have to wear a hat, because the wind going through my hair is so strong that it pulls on my scalp. I never had that problem with long hair. So there's just like random problems. So most of it is like clothing, attitude change, the more fearless and kind of where I go and kind of stuff. In geology, we'll spend anywhere from days to weeks to months in the field. So like in the outdoors for field work is what it's called, if we're out looking at rocks in a certain location for a long time. And so some people do cut their hair short, because if you're in the outdoors for months on end, it's no longer hygienic or even possible, frankly. A lot of places don't have running water, and you have to transport water in and out, and having long hair is a drain on resources, because it's pooled resources and that kind of stuff. So a number of people will actually cut their hair short, and so I'm field work ready. It's very good for if you're wanting to be in the outdoors for a long time. I love it. It's extremely low maintenance. And as like, if you think of it in a holistic sense, I would say it is perhaps higher maintenance on the monthly upkeep than when I just had a ponytail, because I do have to put in the time to shave the head. But what it it compensates and makes up for it in other areas, like less financial resources consumed for hair products and water and stuff like that, and less consumption of natural resources. So financially and natural resource consumption, but those are two things that benefit greatly from my decision to have a buzz cut for myself. It might be different for other people. You can put a bunch of balms and stuff on your head, so it might not actually turn out that way for everybody. So everybody can have a different buzz cut hair lifestyle, and so I've just kind of described mine. Anything else I can think of? Oh, people don't approach me, and there might be a bit of it is just COVID-19, but people used to just come up and ask me random questions on the street, and since I got a buzz cut, that's not as common. So I don't know if like people are intimidated by the haircut, but I would say it's the first time in my life, and that people kind of just like look, and then I'm like, maybe not her, and then wait and ask the person behind me or something like that. So that's different. And then I guess one last thing is I have a widow's peak, so that's where the hair points forward at the top of your head, or like your hairline, I should say. And so a lot of people will actually cut that into their hair. They won't have one naturally. I have one naturally, and so I can see it better. And there's a bunch of like folklore about people with devil's peaks and stuff like that, and so it might be a combination actually of having a buzz cut and having a widow's peak that is easy to observe. So so it's fun. If you want to try something new, or if you're looking to save some money, or you're like a super environmental freak and you're like, how can I do even more for the environment and that kind of thing, buzz cut your hair. That's a really good one. So you gauge somebody's extremity for environmentally friendliness by how long their hair is. The shorter the hair, the more environmentally friendly. I don't know. I don't do that extreme environmental freak thing kind of, and not like in a bad way. Like freak is like a good thing, for me personally. I've been called weird and freak all my life, and I view it as a good thing. It means you're different, so don't take that personally, please. Or you can, but I don't mean it in a bad way. So, but that's just kind of a fun realization 16 months into having this hairstyle is, oh, there's actually I didn't choose it for the environmentally friendly aspect or this financial savings, but that is a result of my choosing this hairstyle, and that's kind of and how I've chosen to maintain it. I'll add that. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, that's a bit about having a buzz cut hair lifestyle.